Sorry if I seem a bit tired, I've been practicing for about half hour, maybe an hour today. Basically gonna try and teach you guys how to do elbows. Please excuse the noise outside, I can't fucking help it. If I could, it wouldn't bloody be there, but it is there. I wish these cars would all piss off too, but they won't. There's a lot of types of elbows, right? There's sort of a diagonal elbow like this. There's the side-to-side elbows. These are my favourite elbows, these side-to-side ones are the easiest. There's regular upward elbows. There's downward elbows like this. And then there's sort of what I call, I don't know the names of these things, but basically drop down upwards. I'm going to try and teach the sideways elbows, and maybe these drop down coming up elbows, possibly the diagonal elbows and the downwards elbows. We'll see what happens. But anyway, if you're going to hit someone with an elbow, if you're doing the sideways elbow, basically all you're doing is you have your elbow coming from here and you twist round. You twist round. And you kind of want your head to be pointing over there by the time you finish. And you twist round as fast as you can and you move your elbow in this motion. So you swing your elbow at the object, past the object, through the object as you swing round. So you've got the swing, the sort of rotation, and then the other thing is this. So this is separate. You're doing this swinging motion with the elbow and this rotational motion, and together it's like this. Yeah? So you'll see the rotation as I go and the swing when I hit it. Yeah? So you see that rotation and the swing, right? You see that? Rotation, swing. Rotation and swing. I'll show you side on. Rotation and swing. So here's me just swinging and without any rotation. Much less power. I'm not putting a body into it. Still do some damage, but it's not really doing anything. And I just swing. I'll just rotate. I won't even swing. Again, can do some damage, but not really much. And now the two together. Feel the difference in your elbow. Yeah. When you train this, it could be good to look at a conditioning video and condition your elbows before you train this, because this can hurt quite a lot. Another thing is when you're training this, you can hit yourself. So learn how to space your elbows. It sounds stupid, but actually if you completely pull your arm in, you can break your wrist here. And also, look, imagine this, oof, I've hit myself in the throat doing this elbow. So try and space them out. Also, when you have, with your fists, try to keep your fist straight, never keep them at an angle, because if your elbow and someone knows how to intercept, you break your wrist. You break your wrist. Yeah? That's the end of the video, yeah? So, try and hit it as hard as you can, as fast as you can. So that when you're actually in a fight situation, just boom, boom. 2 hits, just like that. Just done, yeah? Now at first this guy will probably seem heavy, but after a while, after your bones get harder, your muscles here get more used to the impact, it'll feel like paper to you, yeah? And the same can be done at different height levels. So to modify the height level, you pretty much just bend the knees, you do the exact same thing. See this sort of spin I'm doing, this little spin? Same time, throw my elbow through the target. That was a soft hit from me. It can be done much harder, and it should be done much harder. So we want to. That's how we want to do it. As hard and fast as you can. I'll show you from the side. So my knees are actually, I'm bent down slightly. These might not be any good. Yeah. It's good practice as well, after you've done your little elbow hit, to bring yourself back to guard. It might not be practical in every fight situation. I actually find it's less practical. I usually find that when I'm in a fight or when I'm training for one, that the elbow's generally preceded by something, and this guard, you know, I'm way off balance after I've hit anyway, I'm way off centre. So this guard's pretty useless, and I actually find that going into guard is irrelevant a lot of the time. I'll show you what I mean. So, boom, I'm here. You can already hit me here, so by the time I put guard up, I'm still getting hit. So really, I'm better off like hitting him and pulling backwards, because I'm separating that distance like that. See what I'm saying? The guard is difficult. The guard after the elbow is difficult. Right then, I'll show you the downwards elbows. They can be either diagonal or downwards, but it's really dependent. I guess I'll call these diagonal downwards, because a downwards elbow is more like this. These are much deadlier elbows. They were used in Muay Boran, to the spine and directly to the top of the head, resulting in a lot of deaths. Muay Boran was actually outlawed. If you don't know what Muay Boran is, it's an older version of Muay Thai that was outlawed because it was too deadly. Anyways, so the diagonal ones, or the downwards ones, you basically imagine sort of bringing the elbow all the way down into the ground. You're pushing it into the ground, but through your target. So you sort of bring your force upwards, yeah? And if you're bringing your elbow through, you bring your force downwards. So it's kind of whoosh, whoosh, almost like you're going straight to the floor with it. That's for the power. And afterwards, depending on how much, if you put a hell of a lot of force in, you might end up like this. You might want to try and restrain the force, try and keep the force up at the top, but you'll often end up in a weird sort of position, and even bringing guard back is not the best. Sometimes it's better to just go back if you fuck up, and then get your guard and sort shit out, or to go forward. Yeah, rather than having a guard, but it's up to you. But anyway, the basic principle is to bring this over you and striking down, put your force into it. I'll show you side to side. There we go. I'll show you straight on. You might feel yourself get jolted a little bit. Be careful with these ones. Like I said with elbows, be careful doing them. You can hurt yourself a lot more than you actually gain from this. Same with a lot of things in martial arts. So again, it's just this force. Boom. I'll do it in the air. I'll take my glasses off for this, because they just fall off anyway if I do it in the air. I'll do it in the air. See this? How I'm sort of bringing the force up, bringing it down, throwing it down. It's like I'm sort of falling at him. At the same time, I'm kind of falling, and at the same time throwing all of my weight, all of my power into this elbow point. It's all about that little point. These strikes don't look like much, and you might have seen on this one, just about caught myself. You've got to be real careful. Now these strikes don't look like much, because this guy doesn't move much. But trust me, on this small point, it's a lot of force concentrated in one area. See here to the temple, probably unconscious. Boom, boom, broken his nose, for sure. Do not underestimate the strength of these elbows. I won't show you the upwards, well I'll show you the upwards elbows, but I don't really recommend using them, to be honest. I only really recommend, if you're a beginner, use the side to side elbows, to be honest. But the downwards elbows are pretty useful, but Yeah, you want to practice more with these. With these, it's quite easy. Just throw them straight side to side. You're not barely any effort. Yeah. See that as well? You go boom, you go straight back with it. Yeah, they're quite an easy technique. It is literally, you know, getting your elbow at this sort of angle square with your target. Boom, boom, boom. See that? Barely any effort. Barely any effort. And this is me. I'll put in half force. Did you hear that? You see that? Full force. Doesn't make much of a difference the way it looks, but I can feel the difference, that's for sure. Alright, I'll show the coming up elbows. So, basically, these are rib shots, right? But if you do them from here, and you come up, you're actually not producing much force. It's useless, so you actually have to go down and throw momentum into it. So it's kind of like the momentum doesn't come from the pivoting point, it actually comes from a forward force. So if you're down, you don't have any leverage in your legs to create that momentum. So you have to do it from an up top position and kind of go down and up. It's like you're throwing yourself into the sense. You see that? That power? It's a very useless technique, to be honest with you. Because if I'm already here anyway, and this is the only vulnerable spot, I'm spending a lot of time to open myself up. Probably get hook punched from here. You see what I'm saying? In this time. Probably get hook punched something nasty in this time. Whereas if I'm already here, it might be better to just go straight for the eye, elbow here, or come down, block at the same time. Oh dear, he's got his fist here, but oh well, we're all good. So it's not a great technique, but I'll show you again. So drop down and come up. Like this. It's not really very useful. You know, it might be useful if you've got some distance and you want to sort of go for the face, that could work. Like that. If you're in a strength position. Really look how inaccurate this is. I'm better if I'm in this sort of weird position, just come forward. So, this kind of upwards elbow isn't very useful. So try and stick to the sideways elbows and the downwards elbows. I'll demonstrate again. So, the sideways elbows, we rotate as we swing. So, swing separately to begin with, just with the elbow. And then imagine rotating through the swing. And you're not hitting ahead of you, you're hitting around you. So whilst you want to hit this, you don't want your force to stop here at its face, you want your force to end up over here. So kind of like, see that? My elbow ended up here, because my force went through it. Yeah? Now this is a very slow version of what I'm doing. You can even practice if you got one of these guys doing the backwards interval. Straight away you're in a position for it. But there you require some momentum. You can't really just do that with nothing. You have to sort of take yourself off centre to do it. Personally, I just prefer a quick double elbow sort of thing. And then there's these ones where you sort of come up and down. Anyway, just a small demonstration of elbows. Not sure how useful it was, but I enjoyed doing it. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. See you another time.